On tonight's show, we have Marketing Specialist and CEO Michelle Roundtree. And now for your host, KoolKard. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is KoolKard. Welcome to another episode of Kickin with KoolKard. This is episode 70. Yes, 70. Tuesday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard. Every Tuesday, I'm bringing you some new value, some new guests. It's amazing what it has been. This has been an amazing journey. I can't do nothing but just be so grateful, so thankful for everybody just being a part of this show. Seriously, like everybody who's tuned in, everybody who's come on here that allowed me to kind of dig into their lives and dig into their journeys and kind of get some valuable things out of them for you guys. It's all for you. Can't do it without you, and I do it for you. All right. So just to keep the show rolling. Oh, tonight, listen, this is the first time I'm doing this. I have a special musical guest in addition to the guest. So at the end of the show, don't go anywhere. I got a live performance from an artist by the name of Rasar from the Lique band. All right, so make sure you stick around. You won't be disappointed. I'm telling you, it's going to be a nice little intimate setting, nice little intimate performance, and I'm pretty sure you're going to dig it. All right, but this week, I have Michelle Roundtree. She is a marketing specialist. She is a CEO. She's an entrepreneur. She's a real estate investor. I don't even know if she wants me to say that, but I'm saying it because she does everything. She does a lot. It took a lot to get her out here to come and kick it with your boy. But I got her here, and yeah, man, she's a wealth of knowledge, and she does things differently. So that's why I knew I had to have her on the show, because I'm telling you, you're going to get some good nuggets out of her. Yeah, so without further ado, man, let's get this show on the road and introduce Michelle Roundtree. Michelle, welcome to the show.
Hello. Hi, everybody.
Hey. It's good to see you here. It wasn't the easiest getting you on here, to say the least.
I'm sorry.
I don't think many people have seen you before.
They have not. I literally live in the background. That's where I feel like I shine. So, okay. It never diminishes my shine to help somebody else do that. So I'm good in the background where the Wizard of Oz, he's behind that curtain.
Yeah.
I'm good behind the curtain.
But I mean, from my understanding, you even in your personal life, you're still kind of on the low. You live life on the low.
I don't do social media. I don't do any of those things. Like, I spend a lot of time with my kids and my family and my tribe. Yeah. And that's enough for me.
No, that's a testament. That's a testament. And I get it. Trust me, I understand, because I myself am a loner, even though I'm a quote unquote entertainer. I like
don't
my
quote
alone
unquote. Don't quote unquote. You are an entertainer. Come on.
I like my alone time. I do have family. I do have kids, and I spend my time with them. But I do cherish my alone time because I'm a loner, and that's
I don't get any alone time though, and I love that. Ever so often I'm able to go out and recharge, but I love being around kids. Oh, and from birth to 5, they're magnificent. After 5, you're like, hey, I don't know now. Let's start over with the next one. Come on. Yeah.
For me, it's all challenging because I have little patience. Little patience. Oh my God, it's tough for me. I love my kids. I have a great time, but yeah, it's. I love
little people. Those are my people.
Oh, I love them too. I just, they just gotta listen. You know what I mean? They just gotta listen. And here's the thing: I'm overprotective too. So a lot of the not having patience, it comes from that. You know what I mean? Because it's like I'm trying to protect you, and you're not listening. It's like
10 years old. Which means that I'm up there. But she said that there's no such thing as an overprotective parent. She said, because you could never be protective enough. Mm-hmm. So you're fine.
I believe that, and I say that too. I said, listen, safety is not an option. You know what I mean? Like, you cannot cut corners on safety.
This is true.
You can't. For me, in my eyes, you can't.
This is true.
But Anyway, it's not about me, it's about you.
No, this is gonna be a conversation about us. Come on.
Yeah, we did agree to that, right?
Yes, we did.
All right, cool. I can take that. We gonna go back and forth. We really gonna kick it. It's not even
That's
gonna be an interview. We're gonna talk about you, but you know how I do it. So cool. But listen, I just want everybody
to respect your work too.
Huh?
I said I respect and appreciate your work.
I appreciate that, and I know you do. I see what you put out there for me, so I get it. Thank you. I'm so happy that you obliged and came on the show, though. Seriously.
Because it's been like 18 years, and I kept like, so don't you want to put this person on?
Well, you ducked and dodged a couple times, you know. Now I'm just playing with you. But listen, anyway, let's get into YMR Marketing and Public Relations Agency. That is your brand. That is your company.
Yes.
Right?
So it has been renamed, though.
You renamed it?
Yeah, like a not too long ago.
Okay, what is it?
Because my children kept saying, Mama, that is such a lot to say. Like, you can't even put the initials together, and that's short. And I was like, you know what, y'all are y'all got something going on here. So literally, we're in a stage of rebranding because now it is the YMR agency. So even though they're still
Got you. The YMR agency. Okay, cool. So okay, so you're so like you are like so grassroots in your approach to what you do. Yeah. I love the fact, I think for me, it's like, I've never seen this before. Like, you have like a unique style of marketing and approaching like client relations and just having like a family type of a vibe and an approach to what you do. And it's like, speak to that. Like, where does that come from? Why is it like that? Like, explain that.
So I grew up in a little bitty small town, Kosciuszko, Mississippi. I was raised by my grandparents, my mom, my aunties, my cousins. There was a true sense of familial values there. And so in my adult life, even in, friendships, even in, working relationships, I'm all about cultivating those relationships as family.
Okay.
It's more important for me to, especially, even let's just take you for example, it's more important for me to have you as a part of my tribe at the end of the day than to have you as a business partner. Gotcha. And that'll always be the case.
Gotcha.
But I got that from just my tight-knit family at home. Every holiday, aunties would come from Chicago and Oklahoma and Texas. And literally, my grandparents didn't have this big house, but everybody stayed at the house. In the country, you don't go stay at the hotel. That's right. An insult.
Right.
Everybody, the kids would make
somebody catching a corner.
And so we would make, we'd have all kinds of birthday parties, but everybody was together back in that time. And so I've put that into my personal life and my business life as well. Even with my children, they literally go everywhere I go.
I know.
And it's a family every day.
Yeah, man. That's dope. I mean, that's the best place. It's the best way to be, though. To have the people that you love, that love and care about you and for you around you at all times, and you still are able to do what you do and grow with that. You know what I mean? Like, that support system is so much needed. It's so needed because if you look at these entertainers who are out there amongst people that don't love them, what happens?
They go straight on down that old road.
They go straight on down that old road. They have nobody around them that's telling them what's real, telling them the truth, really caring for them, looking out for them, not scheming on them. You know what I mean? Yeah, so.
And owning their stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. How long has the firm been in existence, and how long have you been doing?
I have been doing this for quite a long time. But sheesh, I'm old now. So you asking me a question?
No, I'm saying you're old. You're seasoned. You got wisdom, girl.
I can't even remember when the company started, but I've definitely been doing it for a super duper long time. If I were to call my cousin Tanya and say, "Hey, how long have I been?" She'd probably say about 2 decades.
Dang, 2 decades. Okay. And how many clients do you have right now?
So I am picky and I'm particular.
You are. I know you are.
So
and I'll say this too. I know you don't solicit for
I do
business
not
at
solicit.
all. So,
It's zero.
how many
Yeah,
do you have? Do you know? Off top?
8 or 9.
8 or 9. Okay.
Yes.
Who's been with you the longest? Or you don't have to say who. How long has one client been with you sustainably?
About the same amount of time that I've been doing this.
Okay. Got you.
Yeah.
Got you. All right. So you once said to me that you focus on making your clients more influential than famous. Now, if they become famous, then fine, whatever. But you focus on making them influential and being more effective in the community, being able to touch and affect the community and their neighbors and the people that are closest to them. That's what is near and dear to you. Why?
Yes.
Does that come from that nurturing, from your upbringing, or?
Absolutely. So I can remember marching in Kosciuszko to change. You know how everybody now has a Martin Luther King Jr. street?
Yeah.
So I remember marching for that when I was a kid. So
wow.
to have the name changed. I remember, everybody wanting to have Martin Luther King's Day as a holiday. So I was around before it was a holiday. So I remember all these things, those Black History Month was a big thing. Being a part of the NAACP was a big thing. Being a part of the Negro Council of Negro Women, the National Council for Negro Women, that was a big thing in our community. And being Black and being proud of where you came from was really, really big in our community. And even though we were like 12 and 13 and 14 years old, even if it was a small thing like, hey, there are no Black cheerleaders. Mm-hmm. My friends and I, we were like, wait a minute. Why are there no Black cheerleaders? We about to petition. We're all around in this little bitty small town making a ruckus. White people are looking at us like, y'all, this is the way it's been done. This is the way it's gonna be done. You guys are, you don't have a voice. And I was never in a position to where I didn't have a voice.
Okay.
I was never in a position to where I wasn't able to express myself. And I'm pretty sure I gave every auntie, my mama, my grandmama, and my granddaddy all kind of headaches. But they have supported me in all those headaches, right?
Right.
And to have somebody, and so that's all I saw growing up. I was in the community. The Black women and men that I was around and was privy to, they were also in the community. So I'm as an adult, you're not going to find me not being a part of my community, not using my voice, not using my clients' platforms so that they can also use their voices. That's super important to me. And I'm not talking about having a client that's an influencer.
Yeah.
Okay. That's different for me.
Yeah,
I'm talking about influence, who can influence in the true sense of the word. I'm talking about who can come out here and say, hey, we are gathering right now to do this march in so-and-so's name.
People touching the community for real.
Come out and show up.
Somebody living in the cyber world talking about their influencer.
Absolutely. That's super important to me. Most of them have, nonprofits. They're running things in the community. They are absolutely giving back. They are not out here trying to make a book. I mean, they are making books, but that's not the end game. The end game is for their legacy to be about trust and about honesty and about community and family. So that's important to me. And if you can't bring that to the table, you can go on about your business.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. You took it right out of my mouth, because as I've known you, I've known you to be. And let's make this clear. When I say this, it's not to say we're not talking about race or racism or anything like that. But you're more pro-Black. You're a Black activist. You have a love and affinity for the Black family, just for Black people. Pushing us forward, promoting us in the right light. You know what I mean? And I'll say this to you. If it weren't for people like you, it'd be harder for us to move forward as a culture, as a heritage, because for so many years we've been forced, we've been trained, we've been taught and manipulated and marginalized to falling in line to their systematic institutions.
Yes.
And we need people like you. So
don't make me cry.
Huh?
Don't make me cry.
No, we do though, seriously, because at one time when I talked to you and like the Black Lives Matter march was going on out there and everything, and you was like, "Oh, I'm in the trenches," and I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "I'm in these streets." I'm like, "Damn, okay, She really
But you
out
know
there.
what? Even though I was in the street, so there is an amazing, and he is super duper dear to my heart. So Tory Lowe, he's in Milwaukee, right? When he found out I was in the trenches, he pulled me back. He was like, let me tell you something. You need to be protected at all times. He said, and I'm out here on the front line. So if I'm out here on the front line, I'm looking for you. I'm gonna need you to go and activate somewhere else. Be active in another space.
Right.
And so that has also broadened my activism as well, because we don't have to always be on the front line. We can do other things. But you know me, I'm ready to be on the front lines at all times. Right. But he was like, look, I'm going to be out here. I'm trying to protect you and, see what's going on. I need you to sit your little self down somewhere. All right, fist pump somewhere else and do something different. Right. And I could understand that. I could definitely get there. Because, I have some amazing men Black men, and I love y'all to death, in my life, who are super protective of me, and when they say, hey, don't get out there and act a fool, because, you're going to have me going to jail with you.
Right.
I definitely tend to listen sometimes. Because I'm okay with ruffling some feathers. It does not bother me one bit. And I'm sure my aunties and cousins are on this live. They can tell you she does not mind ruffling feathers.
I already know. I can tell from your personality and just our conversations. I already know. So let me ask you this though. Just let's take a step back real quick, because we were talking about your firm, right? And one thing that's kind of unique, not even kind of, it is unique because I haven't seen anything like it. You're like a one-stop shop too.
Yes.
So you're like, I do everything. If you come with me, I got photographers, I got videographers, I got stylists, I got graphic designers, I got web designers. Like, God dang.
Yeah. So I call myself, and my aunties are going to, that are on this, they're gonna cringe because my family gonna go to church on Sundays and Wednesdays.
Hold on real quick. And let me add, and you're so hands-on with it. So it's not like you're just outsourcing. Like every time I call you, you're working.
Yes, I'm gonna answer the email. I'm going to answer the phone. I'm gonna write that email. Even with this new rebranding, Dana and Sid are like, hey, we need you to write this script out. And I'm like, I got it. I'm over there and I'm writing the script for this event. So whatever is needed, I'm going to do. I don't think that anything is beneath me. I'm okay with knocking on doors and saying, hey, my client got this book. Let's go ahead and you get this book for my client. I don't have a problem with any of that.
And as far as like your clients, okay, let's get into your work just a little bit deeper. Okay. I want to know, so okay, you got Will Roundtree, whom is family, but he's very successful in what he does, credit, real estate investing, the whole nine. Like, he's really touching the community. So he's a testament. He's a testament of what you're over there building, right? He's like the epitome of it. So if you have a client like that, and you say you have like a client like Rebecca Clark, the author, right? Yes. And I'm not talking about from a success standpoint or where they are in their careers, but how differentiate the approach that you would take, say with how you work with Will, or the things that you would do, and then their approach with Rebecca. Can you kind of expound on that?
Yeah. So with Will coming on board, he had already had his business. Mm-hmm. He had already gone through some highs and some lows. He had already done all these things. So here I am, little old cousin, and I'm like, hey, I know what to do. And he's shy, and I'm not. Yeah. So, I'm like, hey, let's do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And he's like, I don't know. But, we worked through the I don't knows.
But he trusts you.
Yes. It is definitely a trust there with us. Yeah. And not just family wise now, because we've been together for quite some time. It's a relaxation there. It's an honest space for the both of us. And I will call him up and tell him about himself, and he will call me up and tell me about him, myself. There's no love lost. There's no, there are no issues, but I'm very, direct with him, because everything with his is, dealing with the Black dollar, and not just the Black dollar. We're talking about marginalized people as a whole, but the Black dollar is really important for him. It's really important for me. Getting that information out to all those people. How do we do that? You have this recognizable brand. Let's make it more recognizable. I know you shouldn't go anywhere, and people should see you have it on anybody else's stuff. So where is your Credit is King shirt? Where is your full-time seat? So we've done all those things, and he's been amazing in accepting my craziness and my hey, we need to do this and we need to do that. He's really amazing at doing that. But he has grown exponentially. I'm extremely proud of him. I'm proud of not only what he's doing with the community, but he, self-help for himself and for Black men. He's an advocate for those things, and so am I. With Rebecca, that's a love right there. For me, I've been reading forever and a day. Editing, writing, doing all those things. So with Rebecca, my approach is more touchy-feely. Okay. Seriously.
So it's I don't want to say that because it's a passion.
Hey, I want this. We're talking about hope and healing, and affirmation and empowerment. Those are the things that I cater to Rebecca, because she is healing. She's gone through the storm and she survived the storm, and she has some shit to say, and I'm ready for her to say it. And she's at a space in her life and in her career where she is ready to say it, and I'm gonna cheer her on. I'm gonna be the biggest hype man. I'm like, hey, let's get it, girl.
Right.
Literally, even before you did the tech call, she and I were on a planning meeting. So it's just I'm excited for her to bloom and to blossom and to show the world, I am Rebecca T. Clark.
Yeah,
I am here to stay, and just rock it out. I'm excited.
Yeah, she was dope. Our interview, and I still keep in contact with her from time to time, DM, whatever.
I love that you keep in touch with my people.
Yeah. She's good. Well, hey, listen, I'm gonna
make them your people.
Huh?
So you might as well make them your people too.
Yeah, I mean that's what it's community. That's why I keep in touch.
Right.
That's why I keep in touch. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's all genuine with me. Ain't nothing fake. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
If I say I'm gonna do it, or if we say we cool. It's all genuine. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I've always felt that. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I got a little. I want to play a little clip of her and Will doing their TEDx talk too. Just kind of give people, what I'm saying, give people a little taste of what you over there grooming on. You know what I mean?
Come on, let's send them TED Talks on out there.
All right, let's check it out, y'all. So this is Will Roundtree and Rebecca T. Clark doing their TEDx talks. Check it out. Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the type of work she's putting in. Those are the type of clients she has. They're doing big things, doing things like that. Touching the community, touching people, public speaking, the whole nine. So, yes, kudos to you. Hats off to you.
Hats off to them, because they do way more work than me.
Listen, the way you traveling don't sound like, I think you matching them. I think you on their heels. Definitely. So I want to talk more about the Black community. So, okay, with all that said, with your upbringing and where you come from, and you just being this activist and promoting us and everything, I know you said before, that's the type of clients you want, but how does that affect the decisions that you make for your clients? Have you ever had a situation where you wanted something so bad for them, but they didn't really see it in that light or whatever because of your pro-Blackness? Did you understand that question?
Yes, I did understand. Okay. And I am very unapologetically Black.
Okay.
And they all know it. Every last one of them know that. So they don't really do any pushing. Okay. It's me that's usually doing the pushing, because I'm like, we ain't working for them. They ain't got the right. We're not partnering with them. They don't have the right. We don't need that on our team. You don't need that as you don't need this person or this organization connected to your name. And usually, I'm about 99% accurate. because usually, later on there is a situation, there is a story that comes out, there is, just all kinds of things that come out to say, hey, you guys made the right decision before time. Because I'll vet somebody to death. They come and they say, hey, I want to work with your client. And I'm like, okay, so are they traded? Are they traded? Who owns the company? Who's the parent company? Like, I go to them and I'm like, look, what is it that you offering? You know what I mean? So.
Oh, I already know, because when I just wanted to interview Will, you called me up like, hey, who are you? Who are you? And what are you going to ask him? What do you want to talk about?
Absolutely.
What is your show about? I'm like, hold on, woman. Slow down. This is what it is. And I shot it straight to you.
You did.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I calmed you down quick because I had nothing to hide, and I gave it to you straight.
You did.
I answered all questions before you even asked them.
I was appreciative of that, because a lot of people don't do that. They get stutter, and I'm like, okay, well, you couldn't even ask, and you couldn't even tell me what your show was about. So that's going to be a no for me.
Right. Yeah,
I'm super protective of them. I'm super protective of every last one of them. So yeah.
I know. I thought you were crazy for a second, but No.
I do not want their names associated with any mess. It's usually, like I said, they're not the problem. I don't think that I'm a problem either, but they don't have a problem with my blackness. They just let me be me. It's me having a problem with the organization or the person.
Yeah.
And I am absolutely quick to say, yeah, we're not going to do that. That's going to be a hard no for me. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it.
No, I know. No, but I really appreciated that call. Honestly, I did.
Had you not had one before?
No, not like that. Not like you. Not too many like you. But no, I really appreciated that though. And I appreciate it because I was able to answer you straight, and then you like, okay, cool. And then it was like a regular conversation. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, you from Mississippi too? Because I asked you about your area code and this and the third.
You
did. Yeah. So it's been on since then.
Tell me about it. And I really enjoy, the entertainment that you're providing. I really enjoy the services that you provide. I really enjoy you outside of business. As a friend, as a part of my tribe. So
thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. I know you were telling me you're trying to present me with an opportunity and this and that didn't work out and all that. So like, I really, really appreciate that, because you didn't have to do that. I'm not your client. You know what I'm saying? So that just
it wasn't because I was trying to get you as a client.
No. I know that. I'm just saying that says a lot about you.
I was being silly me. You know that.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
So yeah, I appreciated the fact that you had this genius talent that I was needing. So I was crossing my fingers like, is he gonna have this weekend?
Listen, I'm telling you, I had just changed the date. Like
Did you?
The day before. Yeah, I told you I was going from I was going from June 13th to the 20th, and then I switched it from June 6th to the 13th. And I was like, dang. Just like that. A day before you called me or you text me or whatever you did.
I should have called you 2 days before.
Yeah. God's plan, though. God's plan. It all works.
Oh, the next one. Yeah. I got you.
I don't question anything. It's God's plan.
Absolutely.
So listen, I told you my show is all about value, right? And I'm pretty sure people have gotten a lot of value and everything. But I want to know, let me ask you this, for people who may be like starting out in business or just starting anything. What is just give like a quick tip. You don't have to give your sauce, but just give a quick tip on how someone starting out can start out with a good foundation with their business. And it could be anything.
Well, I'm glad you said foundation, because that's usually my first sentence. The first thing I do is get you a good foundation, right? Mm-hmm. And I think the first thing for anybody and everybody to do is to own their own stuff. And yeah, it's going to take you some money to do that paperwork, but go ahead and do that paperwork. Trademark your stuff. You then are the boss of your own work. You then are the boss of your own content. You can lease it out. You can sell it right out. You can do all these wonderful things. So that to me is a first step. And that's usually what I will do. I'll start with making sure there's some trademarks in place, making sure that everybody is on the same same page team wise, because it's I do a whole comprehensive approach when I am strategizing, when I am structuring. It's multi-pronged, and so I try to make sure that that foundation is solid.
Okay.
And if you own your stuff, I can't get it. The next company can't get it. Nobody can get it because you own it, right?
Right.
Yeah. So own your stuff.
So is that where your take it or leave it approach comes from in business? When you're like, this is what it is, take it or leave it. We own it. They own it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a lot of times people are willing to work, especially since I don't do the normal thing. And so people say, well, we don't do that. And I say, well, I know that already. I'm telling you, this is what the offer is. You can do shared, we can share the copyrights. There are other ways for us to do it, but you cannot own it outright. I've never done that with anybody's stuff. You can't own it outright, but you can lease it all day long.
Yeah, lease it all day
for
long.
A price.
Pay that fee.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pay that fee. You can, and that takes out everybody. And there are people that are like, hey, this is what we do. We're not gonna do anything other. And I'm like, deuces.
Ooh, yeah.
Because somebody else will come around and do what you won't do. And I'm okay with that too.
Exactly.
And I will and if you don't do it and I feel like it needs to be done, I'll just make a way for them to do it myself.
I already know. I already know. Oh, before I forget, tell us a little bit about the masterclass thing that we were talking about. Yeah, we didn't really say it, but can you talk about that a little bit, the masterclass?
Yes. So I am throwing an amazing event. It will be June the 11th through the 13th. I have these 6 remarkable, amazing speakers that are going to come on. They are going to show themselves and talk about their journeys. You guys are going to get so many gems dropped on you because you have Kababi Bayak. He is the artist. You have Rebecca T. Clark. Come on with it, babe. She's an author. She's an entrepreneur. She's doing her thing. You have Dr. Eric Kari, who has a PhD in communication, and he's going to come up and talk about Black leadership, empowerment, and social empowerment. You have Mr. Will Roundtree. He's going to talk about his Black journey to the Black dollar. Mm-hmm. You're going to have Mr. Cedric Raphael, who is going to come and talk about, and his is going to be a hybrid. So I'm going to ask him some questions. Okay. And then he is going to also, give some gems on his journey because he has 18,000 spaces. He is the marketing branding specialist genius. He does photography. He is a preacher. He has all these different spaces and we gonna, rock with that. Then you have Dr. Eric Griggs, who's gonna come and talk about medicine in the Black community.
Yeah.
I know I'm leaving somebody out.
Who else? You have Cedric's son I saw on the.
Well, he's part of the
behind the scenes. Okay.
Ari is gonna be behind the scenes. But I feel like I'm leaving somebody out. Who am I leaving out?
Who you met? Vaughn. Is Vaughn there?
No, Van is not gonna be on there this time. Okay. But he better be there next time. He doesn't have any other choice. Like it's either you're not gonna be at this one, but you got to be at this next one. But he is extremely supportive of me. And I wouldn't trade them for the world.
Now, is this going to be virtual or people can come in person?
No, they're going to be there in person.
Okay.
But, we're definitely going to have to abide by all of the rules of the pandemic. Yeah, and they will definitely be abided by because Dr. Griggs is not going to allow me.
He's not having it.
Anything. Yeah, he's not having it because he did his COVID show with you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I done had almost all your clients. Girl. You've been my booking agent. Now I'm interviewing you. I'm interviewing the booking agent. I done had everybody.
And listen, you have like 2 or 3 more that I need to get you on there.
Send them on. I appreciate that though. Like I really do. For you having that much trust in me to represent, put them out there in the light. And I know how you are. Yeah. I appreciate it. You got
people running away from me versus running towards me.
No, it's a good thing. This is all positive.
And I know how you are.
This is all love. It's all positivity. It's a good thing. We need people like you. There wouldn't be so much bull going on in business if people were just straight shooters like yourself. You know what I mean?
I try to be.
Now, you said you were going to curate Cedric, right? Are you actually going to be on camera? Are you going to be on camera if you film it? Are you going to do that? Or you going to stand behind the camera and ask the questions?
See, this is what Cedric and I are going to have to iron out because I don't agree yet. I just put it out there because he said it. But we have not come to an agreement, but I'm pretty sure that he is going to have me asking some questions and then he will give those answers. So it will be like the position that I wanted you in.
Okay.
I will be doing that. So.
Oh, okay. Got you. Oh, that would have been perfect.
Yes, it would have
been. Next time. I would have taken all the pressure off you. Look at you. Oh. So outside of that, like, what's the next big thing for your agency and for your clients? Do you have like one particular thing that's coming?
Everybody is doing their own things, and they moving and shaking, and I am very blessed to be able to. I'm sorry to cut you off, but didn't Kababi just do a TEDx as well? Kababi did one in March. Yes, he did.
Yeah.
And it was really moving too. And at the time, I think I was in Baltimore watching it in my car.
Oh wow! And you sent me the link, and I told you, I was like, man, I forgot it. I missed it. And I even got an update telling me like,
did you?
Yeah. And
I love every single one of them. They bring out the best in their communities, and that's moving for me. They bring out the best in the people around them. You know, when you're in your 20s, you find a whole lot of toxicity, even if you're not, wanting it.
Right.
It's just wrong to you because you're trying to figure out who you are, trying to figure out where you want to be in life. At 40, 35 above, you get to a space where you do not want that toxic mess around you. You don't want the drama around you. And you want different things. So if you're not growing, if you are the same person that you were at 20, at 40, something is wrong somewhere.
Something's wrong somewhere.
Wrong. Even in the time that I've known them, they have grown and they have become such a big part of my day, such a big part of my life. And to say that I have been blessed in that space is an understatement.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's love. It's like a family atmosphere, family environment. And I get that, with all of them that I interview, like everybody loves you.
Oh.
It's good. It's good. It's good. Definitely. You're doing a great job. Keep up the great work. Keep growing. Keep building. Even though you're going to be under a rock somewhere building it. Keep on doing it.
I'm going right back up into my rock after this interview.
I know. Never to be seen again.
This is it. I told you before it began. I said they're gonna have to pull this out for those archives. And they try to do a little screen presentation. They're gonna have to pull it out. I'm gonna be 80 years old. It's gonna be the only one.
I know. I was proud of you that you even posted it on your Instagram because I was like, that's the only. Listen, y'all. The only post on her Instagram is the show tonight. One. And I think that was the story. That wasn't even on her feed. So it ain't. It's gonna be gone in 24 hours.
And say y'all missed it.
It's gonna be gone in 24 hours, like you never even existed.
That's right.
But no, I really appreciate you coming on. I appreciate the conversation, all the nuggets, all the gems that you drop. Just thank you, man. Thank you.
I appreciate you so much.
Thank you for all that you do outside of this. Our conversations.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate you.
No problem.
Tell the family I said hello.
I will. Tell your girls I said hey. Tell your daughter better. All that. Man,
I appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. But listen, hey guys, if you're watching, stick around. I do got a live performance by an artist that goes by the name of Rasar. He is from the Lique band out of Las Vegas. The performance is powered by Showstreamz and Level 9 Studios out of Las Vegas. So stick around. Don't go nowhere. We're getting our late night on here, y'all. So
hey, come on. And I know Level 9 Studios. Come on.
There you go. Listen. Yes, you do. And I know how you know. You gotta stick around. Y'all stick around for some good music. We're gonna vibe. But hey, listen, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. It's been great. It's been a pleasure. If you have not subscribed, I do invite you to do so I can continue bringing you this value. We have great guests on here every week, Tuesday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come back and kick it with your boy. Y'all I would say check Michelle out on Instagram, but there ain't nothing there to see. You can subscribe, but she ain't gonna give you nothing. You can subscribe to me. You can follow me.
And find out more about me on his Instagram.
Yeah, on my Instagram.
Absolutely.
KoolKard, cool with a K, card with a K. I love y'all. Thank y'all, man. But listen, stick around. We got this live performance. And let's go, y'all. Let's get it.
Hey.
God bless. Have a good night.